What up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. How are we doing today? I hope you guys are lovely. We are batch filming today. So if the makeup and the outfit look familiar, that's why. If you haven't seen the video that I posted earlier this week, my natural hair propaganda that your girl ain't falling for, make sure you go check that out. So today, I know that I have a lot of people like pulling up to the channel. I've had an influx in followers recently, just over the last couple of months. I love how even when I'm on hiatus and I'm not posting, y'all still be pulling up. Like, it just tells me that like I really have curated the type of community that I want here. So hello, welcome. My name is Bree. We talk all things natural hair, smelling good, anything else that you can think of as well, but mostly natural hair. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my list of sure thing products. These are products that are tried and true in my collection when I'm not filming. These are often things that I go to when I'm having really bad hair days, if I'm really struggling with my hair health, especially internally. These are the products that I know every time I pull these out, I'm going to get the results that I want and that I'm looking for. These are products that have been staples in my routine for a very long time. A lot of these are not going to be surprises to those of you who have been watching for a good minute, but we've had so many discontinued products lately that I felt like it would be good to go ahead and make an updated video for those of you who are just pulling up. So if you're interested in seeing all of my products that are really just my sure thing for my fine, super curly natural hair, then just keep watching. I have on the same fragrance of the day as I did in the last video, but I will kind of give you guys a reminder if you did not watch that one yet. I layered my Geminie Beauty Moonchild perfume oil. This smells like fresh baked cookies out of the oven with my 2 AM and Lafayette fragrance from Sorce. I recently picked this up. If you haven't seen that vlog, you should go check it out. It's a nice, cozy, solo staycation vlog. In Charlotte, I picked this up at the Sorce storefront. This has vanilla, cafe au lait, beignets, caramel, and oak moss. It is a warm, comforting, but still somehow light and fluffy caramel and coffee scent. If you love a gourmand, you gotta check this out. It's just so beautiful. Hauntingly delicious. Now, before we get into the products, I do want to let you guys know that I'm not going to really have any of my stronghold gels in here. I just recently posted a video on my top stronghold gels for the summer season, and I didn't want to be overly redundant. So you can check that out in the cards above if you would like to see those specifically. I'm going to be naming mostly stylers that fit into that like medium, flexible, and firm hold, not extreme strong hold. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with tools, because I feel like I don't talk about tools enough. I break them out in like routine videos, but I feel like just in general, I don't talk about them as much as I should. And I have two that I like consistently go to whenever I am working on my wash day process. First one, God, she's old. She's actually broken. I need to get a new one. This is the Philips Flex brush. I picked this up online. I don't know if you can still get it from the store that I got it from, but I will find out. This is to me what the unbrush is to a lot of people. The teeth are like super duper flexible and they just give the most beautiful detangling session. I prefer to use this most of the times when I'm going to detangle my hair. Because I have finer strands, obviously they can be a little bit more easy to snap and break. I be keeping my itch strong though. This right here is really great when I need that really soft, smooth detangling session. And then I don't talk about this often, but the last few times that I have like detangled in my routine videos, I have used this brush right here. This is the Tangle Teaser, and this is the one for like coily, kinky hair. There are a few different types. I love this one, even though, yes, I do have fine strands. I do have a lot of really tight coils. And so this really does get the job done for me. When I need to know that I got every strand of shed hair out, I go for this. It grabs everything and it gives me such a beautiful detangling experience. When I first used this, I wasn't the biggest fan. But then I continued to use it and I was like, I need to keep this in my life. I used it yesterday, so that's a big part of why my hair is also additionally like kind of flat. The curls are curling. Like, the curls are curling. I had a lot of shed hair from this last period. If you know, you know, Indo girlies, it's hard out here. This gets me right every single time. And so it made it just so much easier to style my hair because I wasn't constantly pulling out all of the shed hair that I lost from all of the excessive bleeding. So yeah, this right here is phenomenal. If you have been looking at this, I highly recommend it. There's another one as well for looser curl types. You really don't know what will work for you unless you try it. But these are my two favorite detangling tools. Like, I always have these ready and available for me. I've used both of these this week. That's why they're dirty. It's time for me to go ahead and wash them. But I love these so much. They're phenomenal. They're great for smoothing the hair. They're great for detangling the hair. And they don't snap or break off my hair. A lot of people have asked if I've tried the bounce curl brush. I haven't. I don't really use brushes to style. Every now and then, like if my front pieces are really just struggling, I might use one like at the ends, but I might consider it. You guys let me know if you have a similar hair type to me, medium to fine strands. Let me know how the bounce curl brush is working for you and if you want to see a review on it. We need to talk about cleansing because your girl is always going to have clean hair. Y'all know, or if you are new here and you don't know, I love a shampoo. I love a shampoo. I love a cleanser. I don't shy away from the feeling of clean hair. I love my hair being clean because that lets me know that my wash and go was going to be popping, right? Those of you who know what I mean, know what I mean. That feeling when you do a really, really bomb shampoo session and then you apply your deep conditioner and it just feels so... yeah, you know what I mean. And these two get me there every single time. I talk about the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight a lot. And that one is definitely a go-to. But these I pick up actually more than that. The first one is the Nature's Little Secret Lemon and Rosemary Clarifying Shampoo. This is made with lemon and rosemary for all hair types. Y'all know, me and Nature's Little Secret, we go way, way back at this point. Nature's Little Secret is a fixture in my hair care routine. It's a brand that I have been using for years at this point, and I absolutely adore it. This has a really thin, like, micellar kind of formula. I'm almost out. I used this last week to clarify, and it just does such beautiful work. It gets everything out of the hair, like everything, but it's just so soft on the hair. If you struggle with clarifying shampoos because your hair tends to get really, really brittle and hard, highly recommend giving this one a try. It just feels so soft and luscious. And it has really beautiful kind of like scalp loving ingredients too. It makes your scalp feel really clean without having that added like pepperminty feel. A very simple but super duper effective formula. If you're looking for something that is going to get the job done every single time, but also still make your hair feel really soft and feel like you're adding good things to it, I highly recommend checking this out. Charnay makes really bomb cleansers. Her other products are amazing, but I feel like we don't talk about her cleansers enough, and these are so good. In that same vein, this brand, I feel like people really talk about their conditioners a lot, and then there are some other stylers that get a lot of play. I've been hyping this brand forever. It's one of my favorites. So this will be no surprise to you guys. The Plum, Nectar, and Agave Curl Perfection Shampoo from She Scented is one of my favorite cleansing products of all time. This is one of those products that feels like the very first time, every time. Every time I pull this back out, I'm just in awe of how amazing it makes my hair feel. First of all, it smells so good. The Plum, Nectar, and Agave scent is such a beautiful, like fruity, but slightly fresh scent. It smells amazing. This has that like really nice gel formula. Lathers like a dream. Feels amazing on the hair, but it's so soft on the strands. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a rich, nourishing, sulfate-free cleanser for all curl types, and yeah. It says it's a moisturizing shampoo that nurtures dry hair and supports moisture level while gently cleansing strands. And absolutely, it leaves your hair really, really clean, but like you never have that stripped feeling. This right here is phenomenal. If you have been looking for a cleanser that is going to do really, really good work, something that's just like an everyday kind of go-to, this right here, absolutely stunning. You guys know that I do co-wash. I do midweek co-wash. I don't do it as a replacement for shampooing. That's not why I use it. To me, there's no replacement for shampoo at all. These two, I always have. Always. The Shea Butter Shampoo from Soultanicals. This is a heavy shampoo buttercream with brahmi, amla, shikakai, and bringraj. Been using this for ages. Like, since I was introduced to Soultanicals, I think I've been using this, and that's been for several years now. This has a wealth of beautiful ingredients. If you love Ayurvedic products, this is a really good one to grab. It's amazing on the hair. It is like a shampoo cream. And it's super duper gentle on the hair. So you can see it has a really nice like creamy consistency. It's movable, but it's thick. You apply this to the hair, really work it in, add water, and you will start to get this really beautiful silky foaming effect. This does have a cleanser in it. We have decyl glucoside and sodium lauryl lactylate at the very top of the ingredients list, and then we have some Shea, aloe, bringraj, amla, neem, rita, shikakai, ashwagandha, brahmi, like so many amazing ingredients in this, as well as BTMS to really help give this product the slip that it needs to move through the hair. I love this stuff. It is just solid. It's one of those products that when I know, like maybe I've been working out or I've been outside a lot and I know I cannot shampoo my hair, but I need to get it somewhat clean, it's going to be this for me every time. Does this replace my regular shampoos? No, never. But is it a bomb product for what I use it for? Absolutely. And this especially is a staple in the summertime, but I always have one of these handy. This stays in my shower. I need to do an updated what's in my shower video. Let me know if y'all want that. I can do that for you. This is the As I Am Dry and Itchy Scalp Care Olive and Tea Tree Oil Co-Wash. Like y'all can see, she even the top, I need to go ahead and change my filter. Whenever I see this happening, it's time to change my filter. This is a thinner formula, but it is so rich and creamy. Love this, especially when I'm doing a midweek co-wash and working out, being outside really has my scalp itchy. This is amazing. And this one actually has active ingredients for the scalp. I think this has a little bit of zinc in it. Yeah, it has zinc pyrithione, just 1%. So it does have like that anti-dandruff stuff in there as well. This is so soothing to the scalp. It gives you really beautiful slip as well. Glides through the hair like butter. And it really does give you a really nice, gentle, effective cleanse. So if you need something that's going to give you that midweek, highly recommend. Again, I do not replace my shampoos with this. I only use this for midweek. And it gives me exactly what I need. Of course, whenever I am in need of a little TLC, I like to call these products that like, they're staples, but they're not like, you absolutely have to have these. But I feel like they do boost my routine. The first one is having a really good detangler. I'm out of my other one, which is the African Pride. That is always a staple, a go-to. If you guys know that African Pride Pre-poo is phenomenal. It's one of the best on the market and it's really inexpensive. If you can get it on the ground easy, yeah. But the other one that I always reach for, and I reach for this even more than my African Pride, which, hey, it is what it is. My Nature's Little Secret Fenugreek Detangling Pre-poo. This right here, sure thing every single time. She gets the job done every single time. Now that papaya one that Charnay came out with is insane. It is absolutely insane. But I'm always gonna go back to the OG. This has that perfect jelly, slippery consistency that I look for in a pre-poo. And I actually did do a comparison of both. If you have questions about both of these products, I do have a video up on the channel where I battle this pre-poo and the papaya pre-poo. Both are phenomenal for the purpose of detangling. It really just depends on like what you prefer as far as consistency. This one is always going to be a sure thing for me. I always reach for her. I actually need to get another one. This one is broken, and I know I have extra sprayers somewhere because I save them every time I finish one. I just don't know where they're at. But this is the As I Am Restore and Repair Jamaican Black Castor Oil Water. This is one of those products that just comes in handy all the time. All the time. If you want something that is going to help with pliability, it's going to add some extra nourishment to the hair, more than just what spraying water on your hair can give you, I highly recommend this. This is great for when I refresh my hair. Love using this to do like midweek refreshing if I don't like have the time to co-wash or anything like that. This really helps in that department, and it really helps to just like get the hair pliable. This has really nice oils in it to kind of help pull everything apart. Has a little bit of slip to it. It's not just water. It's not just like smelly water, I promise. It really does treat my hair well. I absolutely adore this product. I've been using this for a really long time now, and it's one of my go-tos. As you can see, I have beaten this bottle to high hell. And I do have the tea tree one as well, and I use that often for my scalp. That one's really, really great for the scalp, but I don't spray it all over the hair because like it smells really strongly of tea tree. But this one is amazing for me all over my hair. Just for whatever purposes I need it for, it comes through every time. Now, y'all know I love a good deep conditioner. I adore a good deep conditioner. And so many of my collection are absolutely phenomenal. They're amazing at what they do. But if I had to pick up and leave everything and I can only bring two, these are the two that I would bring. The first one, the Adwoa Beauty Baomint Deep Conditioning Treatment with baobab, wintergreen, spearmint, and peppermint oils for dry textured hair. This right here, she's that girl. She's amazing. I have been using this for so long, and it is one of my favorite treatments of all time. I love it because it's perfectly balanced, like 100% perfectly balanced. It adds strength to the hair, but it also adds this really beautiful moisture that is just unmatched. It's thick, it's rich, it glides through the hair so buttery smooth. This product right here really is, to me, such a hero product. I know that we have so many like moisture conditioners out there. There are so many that are protein focused. If I have to pick, more than likely I'm going to go for the balance right in the middle. Just give me both. Because as someone with fine natural hair, I do need both. I need something that's going to really give me that beautiful strength. This one right here, Deep Wave Fresh Out the Pack. It's phenomenal. It just makes my hair feel like I have a new set of strands every time I use it. This is really just one of those staple treatments that I think everyone should have because it does such phenomenal work. If you are someone who loves to deep condition, I highly recommend. And by the way, I didn't add rinse outs in this video simply because my two all the time go-tos have been discontinued. So yeah. The Briogeo one is really, really great though. The apple one that looks like green juice. And then keeping in line with the She Scented Plum, Nectar, and Agave collection, the Moisture Rich Hair Mayo Deep Conditioning Treatment for all curl types is... I love this. This is actually a fresh jar. We can crack it open because I'm going to be using her soon anyway. So y'all can see what the texture is like. This is just on a whole nother level. It is a whole other level of deep conditioning for me. It is rich and creamy and smooth. It feels so decadent on the hair. Like you can see, like she ain't going anywhere. Super duper thick, incredibly nourishing. Like I adore this product so much. It is one that I have continued to repurchase over and over and over and over and over again. Always have a backup of it. This is one that I always go back to. Smells amazing, and it has beautiful ingredients as well. Cockadoo plum, agave, sunflower seed, avocado oil. This is just beautiful, and it does have some cholesterol in there as well. I find this to be another one that is very balancing. It's intensely hydrating and moisturizing, but it also brings some strength back to my curls, and this just, it hits different. It hits different. Another one that also gives deep wave fresh out of the pack when you rinse this out. Beautiful, stunning, stellar product. All right, let's just talk about individual leave-ins. These three are three that on my days when I'm not filming, when I am just craving balm moisture, I want something I know is going to work. I want something that I know is going to pair with whatever I decide to put with it. These are the ones that I'm going to go to. This one right here is actually part of the reason why I said, let me do this video. Because every time I pair this with something, it just works. Like, I don't have the expectation that my leave-in conditioners mix with everything. I don't have that expectation. This is just not how that works. But it is nice when they do tend to pair with several things. The Pattern leave-in conditioner, yeah, this is almost empty. I need to go to the store. But I use this with everything. It works with so many things. I have this in my hair right now, and it is so hydrated and soft and defined in the most perfect way. I wanted my hair to just be really, really soft and moisturized this time around. After Aunt Flo just turning me every way but loose. So I went ahead and used this as the base of my wash and go, and it mixed perfectly with the styler that I have in my hair, which I will be showing you guys in a minute. Every time I mix this with something, it just works. Like, it just does. It works with most of the dew gels. It works with my Camille Rose Curl Maker. It works with my Uncle Funky's Daughter. It works with my Kinky Curly. It works with my Pattern Pusher. Like, most of the stylers that I gravitate toward, it works with. On top of the fact that it obviously pairs beautifully with the other stylers in the Pattern range. I love this underneath all of them, but especially the Curl Custard when I really want like beautiful, ultra moisturized results. This just does it for me. This is such a good, solid leave-in when I don't know what else to pick. Or I'm using, like, testing out a gel and it's just not working with anything. 9 times out of 10, if I pull this out, it works with it. Don't ask me why, I don't know. On top of that, it is so intensely nourishing to the hair. Slip on 10. It is just, it's beautiful. Like I've said before, the haters be hating, but guess what? She's still using Pattern, still talking about Pattern. It was never a trend for me. I love it. Another leave-in that I feel like just works with everything. And honestly, sometimes with other stuff, even better than the stuff that it's made to go with. The Soultanicals Frizz Wiz Curl Defining Leave-In has been a staple in my collection for a really long time. And it never does me wrong. I adore this leave-in to no end. It is rich and it gives a lot of moisture to the hair. But it also, and I will say the Pattern does this too, it has a little tap to it. So it adds a little bit of, it acts as almost kind of like a little bit of a styler before you go in with your actual styling product. I love the moisture and hydration that this gives my hair, but I also love the way this plays with other products. This works with a lot of the products in the Soultanicals range. I love this under the Sprung Coil Boosting Jelly. This does work really, really well with the Frozen as well. But also, this is another one that works with my Uncle Funky's Daughter, my Camille Rose Naturals. Beautiful with Kinky Curly. Stunning with Kinky Curly. The Most of the base stylers that I like to use in my collection, this works with. I haven't tried this with any of my products from the Dew, but I might see how it goes. This one right here, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's another one that is just a sure thing for me. Like, every time I pull this out, I know my hair is going to look good. Whether I'm using it with the Sprung Coil Boosting Jelly or I'm doing a little combo with my Uncle Funky's daughter, I know it's going to turn out beautifully every time. Another one that I just love. The natural girlies don't be talking about her, even though this was made for us. They be forgetting it was made for us. Literally part of the lock method. It's on the bottle. Super Milk Conditioning Hair Primer from Lush. Yeah, I need to get another one because I've been hoarding her. I didn't see any of this when I was in Lush, when I was out in Charlotte, but I didn't realize that there was a Lush in Friendly Center. It's got to be new. So I might go there soon because I do need more of this. I've been hoarding like that last little bit. This is one of my favorite spray leave-ins ever, but she's a spray leave-in with substance. Like, it's really thick and milky. If you guys know like the body milks from by Rosie Jane that I like to use, this has a similar texture to those, but this is for your hair. This has almond, coconut, oat milk. It's something that really just kind of helps to bring in moisture to the hair and kind of seals everything in. It makes the hair super duper pliable. I can use this as a refresher, but I actually really like using this as a base underneath a lot of my like really fluffier gels, right? Those gels are gonna give me more volume. This provides such a beautiful moisture base, and I mean, the ingredients are top notch. It's Lush. Even Tonka Bean Absolute, which adds this like really beautiful fragrance. And that's why I think a lot of us don't talk about this, because the white girlies be talking about this simply because they use it for the smell. It does smell amazing. Like, hoes are picking this up, using it as perfume. I got some on my nose. It does smell absolutely phenomenal when it's in my hair. I just be like, ooh, somebody smells good. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's me. But this is a beautiful product for the hair. It's another one that works with most of the products that I like to use, especially when I'm looking at like my Rizzo's Curls products like the For You by Tia. This works beautifully under products like those. It's just such a beautiful base product to have. And I need to get a big bottle because I love it. I have been tearing this up. This is actually one that they sent to me, so shout out to Lush for sending me a little cute little package. This is amazing. I was skeptical about this because, like I said, I didn't think it was for us, but literally this collection was made for us. It was made for our hair types. So check it out. If you ever see it, give it a try. And then let's finish up with styling. So I didn't put any mousses in this video just because I feel like I really have only been testing out mousse for like the last like year or so, right? I have my favorites, but mousse styling in general is not necessarily like my 100% go-to if I'm just trying to use what I know and what I love and what I know is going to work. Even though I do have really great ones, don't get me wrong. But if I'm going to go for like those really defined but still soft, voluminous results, I have the products that I'm going to go for. Mousse isn't always going to be those first ones that I go for. Especially if my hair is struggling, a lot of times I'm going to opt for more moisture. The first one, I have the moisture base, but I don't have a gel. I need to buy another gel. The Curl Days Ultra Moisture Rich Cream with Kukui Oil, as well as their hair gel, the Glossy Shine Gel. Absolutely phenomenal. I have a picture of it like over here or something. This underneath that always gives me the most stunning wash and go, hands down. This for me, I think gives me the effect that I was hoping to get from that sealing cream from the Main Choice. That was way too much for my hair. I could not do it. It was too much. It was suffocating and I actually had a hard time getting it out of my hair. This is a good alternative for my hair type. I can use this just alone on my hair, or I can put like a spray base underneath, something like this, and then apply this on top for a little bit of additional moisture. And then that Glossy Shine Gel just brings it all home. There's something about the way that this and that Glossy Shine Gel pair together that's just absolutely insane. And the wash and go lasts, even though the Glossy Shine Gel is not a stronghold gel. There's something about the moisture foundation from those two products. It's so flexible and the moisture is just so locked in that like it lasts for a week. And even when I go to wash my hair, I'm just like, damn, my hair still feels absolutely amazing. Curl Days really did get it right with these products. I haven't tried any of her other stuff. Like I know she's come out with a deep conditioner, shampoos, all of that good stuff. I have not tried them, but I need to, because this with the Glossy Shine Gel is literally a perfect pair for me, and I need to give her other products a try. When I'm kind of going for more of that like medium flexible, but still want my curls to look a little bit thicker type of situation, I have two gels, well, really three. I have three gels that I go for. The Curl Days Glossy Shine Gel that I just talked about. And then we have the Big Papa Gel from the Dew. I've been using this for a minute. I did a review on this product like a couple of years ago. Been using this gel ever since, and I absolutely adore it. It's one of those gels that it just works. I actually have this in my hair right now with the Pattern Leave-In Conditioner, and they pair so beautifully together. And it's so soft. It's so soft. It feels so good, so hydrated. I love this product. I'm actually pretty much out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do another wash and go with this. We'll see. I might have to get another jar just in case. Smells beautiful. Has a really beautiful tropical scent. This is a really thick product. It's thick. You can tell like it just kind of wiggles in the container. It doesn't really move. And it just leaves you with such shiny, full results. So today, like my hair is a little bit flat. I knew that was going to happen between the detangling session that I did, and the way that I styled my hair. I knew it was going to be a little bit flat today, but tomorrow, yeah, feels amazing. Super silky smooth. This is another one that's going to give you like a really glossy, shiny results. I love this so much. It's such a good gel. This was one of the first styling products that I ever tried from the Dew. Back in the day, like, because I got this question, people were like, I thought you didn't like the Dew. And I'm like, I've done like positive reviews on the Dew before. It was just that I didn't try much else in their line because the products that they offered for styling didn't really make sense for how I like to style my hair. And I think in some ways that's a bit of a disservice to you guys. Like if I know I'm not going to use that product, if I know that it's not going to like do anything for me, there's really no point in me reviewing it, right? So when she launched this, I was like, oh, my eyes are back on the Dew. And she just has continued to drop more and more stylers. I feel like a lot of the products that she's launched recently really do cater more so to how I like to do my hair. You guys saw in my most recent vlog, I had the Pop Lock glaze in my hair. But this one is just always a sure thing. Always. Always gonna have a jar of her to go back to, because every time I use this, the results are insane and the moisture is beautiful. If you need that good balance of moisture, but you want like that thick gel experience, I highly recommend Big Papa. And kind of in that same vein, but this is more of a looser consistency, the African Pride Moisture Miracle Hydrate and Hold Curl Defining Gel. This is the aloe vera and coconut water one. I'm almost out of her too. I use this a lot. I love this with the leave-in from this collection. I can actually use it on its own on days when I'm just like chilling. It works really, really beautifully over the Super Milk as well. It's a shaping and defining gel that uses the natural benefits of aloe vera and coconut water to hydrate and provide weightless, long-lasting hold and shine. And I agree with that fully, wholeheartedly. Very flexible. It really grips onto the strands. It's one of those that like, when I fluff it out, even when it feels softer, you can still see the residual shine. You can still see that it's in my hair. Now this one, unlike the Big Papa, like this moves. It moves. So it is such a smooth experience. I highly recommend to people that are really getting used to doing wash and goes and are really struggling with their technique, products like this are a great place to start because they move, right? They're very movable. I know some people even use this as a base gel, which I can totally see that. I can see applying this all over and then just taking like a little bit of like an Eco or a wet line, something like that, and just using small dollops to just glaze over. I know a lot of people do that with this one. I don't need all of that. Like, this gives me the perfect medium hold, and this one refreshes really, really well too. No flaking, it doesn't make me itch. It's just perfect, but like I said, it's movable. So it's really easy to work on, like if you're trying to figure out whether you need a shingle, if you like to brush style, prayer hands, rake and shake, whatever you like to do, or if you're just trying to test out methods. It's so movable and easy to work through the hair. So I highly recommend it for beginners if you're like just getting into your wash and go journey. It is medium hold, so just be aware of that. But I think this is a really great place to start for people. And it is one that I go back to all the time, clearly. Should not be a surprise to anybody. These are two custardy type products that I always have in rotation. I always go back to. They give me some of my most complimented wash and goes because they just make my curls look so yummy, juicy. Whenever I have these in my hair, a lot of times the compliments I get are, your hair looks so healthy. And yeah, absolutely. The first one is the Plum, Nectar, and Agave Curl Perfection Styling Custard from She Scented. I love this stuff. It's so good. I'm almost out. I recently got another jar, so I have that at the ready. I've been through a few jars of this. It is one of my favorite styling products of all time. It's formulated for all curl types. Featuring agave nectar and plum extract to give hair amazing moisture. This custard leaves your hair soft, manageable, and healthy, gives great hold, and frizz-free definition, which helps to create beautiful curly styles. Absolutely agree. There's something about this that, like, even though I can still get good volume from it, it never gets overtly frizzy. Like, it's very smoothing to the hair. It just makes my curls look so beautiful and glossy, shiny, super duper healthy, and it lasts. Like, I can get a week of a wash and go out of this when I'm using this. That's not something that I absolutely 100% look for when I'm using a styler, but it's cool if it happens. I've been using this for a good minute, been plugging it for a good minute. One of my favorite products of all time. She's an absolute sure thing. The results are consistent across the board every time. I had to figure out which of these types of products really reign supreme for me, and it boils down to which one I have repurchased the most. I love my Kinky Curly. I love my Uncle Funkies. But me and Camille Rose have been rocking together since I had my first big girl job. Yeah, Camille Rose Curl Maker, she is a sure thing for me. 100%, and she has become a sure thing for my mom too. You guys know that my mom is now natural after like going through chemo. She's gone ahead and grown her hair out, and this was one of the first products that I gave her. It is one of those products that I feel like is just a staple for me. It works beautifully every time. Now, if it's super duper hot outside, like really, really muggy and gross, I gotta be careful. I'm usually going to switch to like Kinky Curly, but I have been using this since the early days of undergrad. Like, yeah, freshman year. I've been using this since freshman year of undergrad. And I absolutely adore this. It was one of the first like really expensive natural hair products that I picked up, and it has been rocking with me ever since. If you don't know anything about Camille Rose Curl Maker, it's formulated with marshmallow and agave. It's a sweet defining jelly enriched with smoothing marshmallow and agave extracts. And it is phenomenal. The ingredients are bomb, and they have been bomb. It's one of those that just doesn't really change much. Like, it's just always a surefire go-to thing. I love this product. It is consistent. The results are consistent. It works with so many things in my collection as well. This one plays a little bit better with products than Kinky Curly does. So I can use this with more of the leave-ins in my collection. I have so much leave-in, you know? So I can use this with a multitude of things as well. This is such a beautiful product. It gives me those beautiful defined curls, but it also gives me lift. It gives me movement. It just hits different when I'm using this. It just does. This is like this is my last bottle. Me and my mom have been blowing through Curl Maker. And the Curl Love Moisture Milk, I would put in that same category as well, but I don't think I have anymore. I think I gave the last one to my mom. That one is also like a sure thing for me, but this is like straight up sure thing. Has been in my collection before I even had a natural hair stash, before I knew what I was doing with my hair. This has always been one of the products that has always been so kind to my curls and has always just made them look their best. So this love is a sure thing. Yeah, I love it. It's always going to be my baby. So happy that I put my mom onto this too. Like she sees what I be talking about. So those are all of my sure thing go-to products. That doesn't mean that I don't use the other products in my collection. That doesn't mean that other things that I've talked to you guys about that I'm not consistently pulling out. But these are the things that like most repurchase, always picking up, always using. 100%, I love them down. They have a history in my collection and they're gonna eat every time. They're consistent every time. So you guys let me know, what are some of the products in your natural hair collection that are just sure things? No matter what's going on, no matter the season, what is happening, you know when you put that in your hair is gonna look its best. Let me know down in the comments below because I'm nosy. All right, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.